Unfortunately, the modern gaming industry and developers have changed to the worse, in my opinion. We've seen that quite a lot. With Cyberpunk 2077, even though it's one of the greatest stories, I'm not going to complain or to go too much into detail with that, because I think it's one of the best stories ever written for a video game. But developers are constantly letting down us, the consumers, the players, the community, who pays for them, who has patience for months, years, almost decades sometimes. I mean, look at Duke Nukem Forever as a good example, or the Elder Scrolls games. But at the end of the day, they let us down. Recently just with Dead Matter, even though it's in alpha, I know, or early access soon. But The Division 1, recently even Outriders. AAA titles from huge companies are completely disappointing. They can't hold up to the promises that were teased in trailers, in premieres, gameplays, on E3s, other conventions. You know what I mean. Because today, or to be perfectly honest, recently, the past few weeks, I came not to a sudden change of mind, but to a change of mind. Like a whim. Oh, hold on, let me move a little further away from the mic, because I don't want to sound like I was doing some ASMR. Sorry for that. Anyway, thereby, greetings, Survival veterans, Tino here. If you remember pretty well, in January, I was one of the first, especially the smaller channels, who focused on the day before. I was kinda stoked, I was hyped, I gotta admit it. Second trailer, extremely fine, reminded me a lot of a combination of DayZ, The Last of Us, especially Remnant from the Ashes and The Division 2. Or in overall, The Division 1 and 2. Especially the later two games that I mentioned. Less State of Decay-ish, but like I said, a lot of Remnant from the Ashes meets The Division. Minimalistic HUD or HUD interface, whatever. But then the third trailer came out, and it was delayed so many times, which is what I said earlier on in my introduction. They promised that thing weeks earlier, and the thing that came out was, I don't know, it looks like more as it was completely based off the Division 1 engine, and that is kind of hard to keep up and really keep the promises, and at the end of the day put out a product, especially if you're a small indie team like Fantastic, that already let down players twice. I mean, not really let down, because both their games, previous games, were smaller things. They never came up to such dimensions like the day before. And my biggest issue is they're trying to promise too much of that. Also, most sincere thanks to all of the channel members who joined my channel and support me in the best possible way. Starting with the Survival veterans, who are the tier 2 members: Barishon Welke, Bao Lee, CW Bebop, Aaron Chamberlain, B-Boy Tape Deck, then Light Love and Peace, Congrex's Prime, and Easy Free Trucker, and then of course also my merchants of trust as well: Tyler Estels, Michael Beal, Blizzy56, State of Decay 2 Fan, Nervous Wreck, Galeos Yehudai, Voodoo Roll, Nick Kindera, and Shinzi Senjay, and I hope to see you soon on my Discord channel, who is only accessible for members. The link is in the community tab of my channel, and in late May I can finally start the member-only walkthroughs that have been on my agenda, my schedule for a long time, and are made possible due to the help and support of you. They're trying to set up a foot in the Survival Zombie MMO open worldish franchise, which is absolutely fine, because that genre is one of the game genres with the biggest potential. You can see State of Decay 2, or usually Undead Labs, what they are doing, and I hope State of Decay 3, and I guess if they're working with patience, have a large team, enough resources, and listen, really listen, because that is the main key for developers, that they have to do for the long run. Listen to the community, the players, especially the OGs who've been playing, like the gaming veterans of the franchise. They can keep playing that game. And Fantastic doesn't have that. They don't have enough knowledge about zombie survival games. I mean, yeah, the two older projects, they were kind of like survival and also like, I think not really zombies. I mean, the Wild 8 and the other thing, I already forgot the game's name of, which doesn't even has like only a couple of hundred mixed and mostly negative reviews on Steam. They're both cancelled projects since years. And now they suddenly, you think seriously that they suddenly have a change of mind, are completely motivated, and have huge ambitions to bring out that project that looks basically like a Division mod. Like seriously. That is something, or like similar to Radeon from the Aegis, and it's not wrong using similar interfaces or mechanics of other games. I mean, on the exact other side, or on the other hand, it's almost impossible to bring out a complete unique individual game like never seen before. But I'm talking that this game for such a small studio is too much to handle. I mean, it's going to be coming out like Dead Matter, not like this year or next year, like in a couple of years that we are talking about. It will be a game that will launch in a pretty early access, almost like looking like an alpha version, and will never be finished, and cancelled like their first 2 games they ever did, or did beforehand. That's what I wanted to say. So I have a couple too many hints gotten, also from other people who are in the gaming industry, but they want to remain anonymous, incognito. Now, some of you might say, hey Tino, you're just lying to us. I can promise you, because it's just always about honesty and being frankly to you, genuine on this channel. If I was completely stoked and hyped up, even then I would say, okay, we have to look on the both positive and negative side, like both sides of the coin. And in this case, yes, I was hyped up. I would still be if this game is true to their words, or the developers really are able to deliver what they present. I mean, you can watch it almost every game, like at least 80% the recent years, they never hold up. Not even AAA companies with AAA titles can keep up their promises. They're just a very, very few. And I don't know about an indie game trying to produce a game that is like Radeon from the Aegis, X, DayZ, X, like, you get the point, merged with DayZ, merged with The Division. That is quite impossible. Unless it's going to be like a very small town area, like just a very, very short area, like a small borough, and got the little rural area of like 2 roads or something, and the gas station, and the thing that we saw in the last gameplay. Similar working like Vigor, starting with 1 or 2 minimaps that you use as a looter shooter. You can like have your base off the map, where you can farm your stuff, your gear, your food. But other than that, I see a lot of potential, but also a huge blank paper at the end of the day. So only a few things they can really put down onto paper and realized. Because I doubt that they're having a budget of multi-million project like this one. Yeah, that is me at the end of the day. I doubt that this game will come out anytime soon. And if it comes out, it will be a early access title that stays early access and will be cancelled just a matter of a couple of months later. So I don't know. I really gave up and stopped pre-ordering games or paying prices, full title prices. Like I'm not going, for example, for Resident Evil Village. I made a huge mistake with Outriders. This was my last mistake for that. Buying a AAA title at launch day and then experiencing all the issues, all the problems, seeing how developers still disappoint us. The only games I'm still going, since I'm a day 1 fan, since a little toddler when I started with Splinter Cell, are going to become Tom Clancy games. And even they, because that's Ubisoft, obviously, even they failed us too many times. I mean, I just said it, Wildlands. Even though I enjoyed Wildlands, I also enjoyed Breakpoint. The Division 2, sorry, can't do any verdict, never played The Division 2. But even though Blacklist wasn't a perfect Splinter Cell game, at the end of the day it was still an enjoyable game and breathtaking for the mechanics and how it played out at the end of the day. But you can't, and that is the main thing that developers hope to get away with the past few years, put out a game in like a early access stage and then hope that updates will fix everything. No, you can still put out a great game and update it over time. And even polish it, make it better, improve certain things, respond to your community's feedback, to your players' feedback, but not like the way that I mentioned just before. So yeah, was quite a lot of talk, but recently I've been doing more and more videos, completely off script, no script, and I'm enjoying it. Maybe you also recognize that I've gotten better, or at least I hope so, and yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope your best health, stay healthy, what I want to say, and have a great week. Bye.